My last sight of my mother was of her lying in state under a full-length blanket of white dog fur. It had been woven by a woman my mother called the dog weaver. Throughout her 97 years, first dog to last, she kept only breeds with white fur. 3 Maltese, 2 Samoyeds, and finally, a Shih Tzu. Once a week, year after year, she'd spend a long hour brushing and combing them, no matter their growling and yelping, baring of teeth, and squirming to take a nip. When the brush got too clogged, she'd pull the matted fur from the tines and place it next to her on the couch. Little by little, an expanding white cloud would float beside her. At the end of each session, she'd stuff the cloud into a pillowcase, and every 4 or 5 years, when the pillowcase was full, she'd send it off to the dog weaver. The dog weaver would card and spin it into thread, and then weave it into my mother's dog fur couture, a lap robe, a shawl, and of course, the blanket cum shroud. It was edged with a long white fur fringe pulled up to her gaping mouth. As the blood drained from her skin, her face had gone pale. The tiny pitted acne scars from her farm girl upbringing had turned a strange silver blue, made almost luminous by the blanket's icy whiteness, and from that dreadful fringe tickling across her neck and throat. I'd like to think that the shroud was woven from the fur of all my mother's dogs, a final tribute to her love and care for them. But nothing was as simple as that. Not with my mother's dogs, or with me. The weekly combing was always a trial, and for that, she wore the dog weaver's first creation, a baggy, shimmering, thigh-length sweater. A kind of hair shirt she put on as testament and testimony to her struggle against snarls and tangles.